Welcome to Palio's Chalkboard Thursday. If you're wondering, yes, that is a horse. We are shooting in Saratoga Springs, New York, home of the oldest thoroughbred racetrack and sporting venue in the United States, Saratoga Racecourse, and home to Palio. We're an advertising agency. Over the next few weeks, we are going to fill this chalkboard with insightful, thought-provoking topics around branding, marketing, and multi-channel integration within pharma. So sit back and enjoy Palio's Chalk Chat.
Hi, my name is Saul Morse and I'm the VP of Multi-Channel Integration here at Palio, and welcome to Chalk Chat. Today we're going to talk a little bit about implementing native apps versus designing responsive websites. Now, it's no secret that mobile devices are exploding. Most analysts agree that mobile internet usage will surpass desktop usage within the next 2 years. Now, given that trend, it's clear that your brand needs to be well represented in the mobile space. Now, there are two primary ways of doing this. The first is by building a native app that you would make available in the Apple Store or Android market. The second is by creating a responsive website that will serve up the appropriate layout, no matter if you're on desktop, tablet, or a mobile browser. So how do you choose which one to use for your next project? Here are 4 points to consider when making the decision. First is write once and deploy everywhere. Now, so many apps today use live data feeds, so the issue of whether it is built as a native app or a responsive website negates a lot of the argument used in the early days of the App Store when all data was housed directly within the app. With responsive web design, a well-templated site built on virtually any of the available CMSs will allow you to design once and be able to render it properly across all devices. This is one advantage to responsive web over apps, and that you don't need to undertake separate projects, maintain separate code bases, and possibly have separate data streams to curate. Number 2 is access to native sensors. Now, if your project requires access to hardware sensors such as accelerometer, onboard camera, GPS, etc., you may be better served developing as a native app. While web development tools are gaining in this regard on some fronts, such as location, native access to the sensors can help create a richer experience for the user. Third is profit. Now, this is probably another area that apps have an edge. The cost of most apps is so low that people are not that scared to try out an app if it's only $1 or $2. As an audience, we've also been conditioned that content on the web is most often free, while apps have a minor cost of entry. It is easier for a small idea to get monetized in the App Store, but there is also a rising backlash against poor apps. The competition within the marketplace is also increasing dramatically, so the early salad days of cashing in on just about any app are over. As of December 2011, there were over 1 million apps available, with an average of 745 for iOS and 543 for Android being released every day. So true multi-channel integration will be needed to let people know about your app. Number 4 is ease of entry. In this regard, responsive web design often has the edge as well. Getting your native app approved by Apple is subject to their whims, and it is very much a closed system. If you have functionality mentioned for Android, for instance, it likely will not get approved until you remove that functionality. Whereas on a responsive website, you can serve this up without dumbing down your product or jumping through the hoops associated with the approval process. That's all for this week, and I hope you enjoyed this session of Chalk Chat, and I hope this finds relevance to your world. Obviously, we'd love to discuss how to put these principles to work for you. Be sure to tune in for new Chalk Chat sessions, and have a great day.